be sitting for this. I hate sitting for it, but I'm going to be. Part of your quiz is going to be finding the next pattern in a sequence, right? It's hard for me to really... You're going to be doing that in class today. Okay? If I ask you to find a counterexample, what do you have to do? Can you draw a picture for a counterexample? Yes, you can draw a picture for a counterexample. Like, let's say I give you this. All supplementary angles are next to each other. What would be a counterexample for that? I can't really say in words very well, can I? So what I would want to do is turn on my Mobi first. And I would draw two angles in, like this is 120, and this is 60. Because they have to 180, but they aren't next to each other. So with a counterexample, I'm not always looking for a sentence. You could just draw a picture, or you could just show, hey, x can be 3. All right? So keep that in mind. All right. Let's talk about the big question. The big one. I hope this is actually recording. What's a good conditional? If we score more points than the other team, then we win. All right, let's say I give you guys that conditional. All right, I'll make this a little bit bigger. What's my hypothesis in this statement? Your hypothesis is always, yeah, go for it. Yeah, if we score more points than our team, it's the if. The hypothesis is the if. So think about hypothesis. Hypothesis. See, I put if in there. No, okay. Cool. So that's points. What's my conclusion? Remember, conclusion is what you put at the end, right? So it's the end of your statement. Also called the then. Conclusion, hypothesis. No? Yeah, what is it? We win. I'll keep it consistent. There we go. Now what if I ask you to write the converse of this beast? Converse is the reverse, right? You switch your if and your then statement. So for this one, it would say if we win. It should say if we won. I do understand that. I will not be grading grammar. Then we score. Scored. It should say scored. Or we will score, but I'm just going to keep it the same. Alright, so that's the converse. Now, is that true? If you won, did you score more points? Yeah, that's true. What's the inverse? Remember, we're going to add not into it, right? So if we do not score more points, then we will not win. Now remember, if your converse is true, your inverse is true. All right? But let's check it. If you don't score more points than your team, are you going to win? That's not how it works, I don't think. Contrapositive. So that's if we flip it and add not, right? So that means if we do not win, not score more points. That was also true. Phew. Oh man, so much learning. Now, I'll give you guys a second if you're ready. 1. Any questions on anything I've done so far? We identified hypothesis, we identified conclusion, we did a converse, we did an inverse, we did a contrapositive. Now, if your original statement and your converse are true, I can write it as a biconditional. A biconditional goes both ways. So that would be we score more points if and only if we win the game. Honestly, that's like everything that's on the quiz. Kind of scary. No. Alright. There's one more thing I will ask you about, and that would be, is something a good definition? To be a good definition, it has to be true both ways, right? So think about this. Could I say, Mr. Twilliger is a teacher? Is that a good definition for Mr. Twilliger? Are all teachers Mr. Twilliger? No, so it's not a good definition. Well, if I said complementary angles are angles that add up to 90 degrees. Is that a good definition? Yeah, because if I switch it, angles that add up to 90 degrees are complementary angles is correct. All right? All right.